we began with the coalition of the stupid. Let's continue on that theme, or end on that theme, because JD Vance is visiting Greenland today. Now, this is how Vance announced his visit.
Hey guys, it's JD Vance, the Vice President, and you know, there was so much excitement around Usha's visit to Greenland this Friday that I decided that I didn't want her to have all that fun by herself, and so I'm going to join her. I'm going to visit some of our guardians in the Space Force on the northwest coast of Greenland, and also just check out what's going on with the security there of Greenland.
So that sounded like Shady Vance. Everybody in the office agrees that it sounded like Shady Vance, not JD. But anyway, the question is this a popular visit? And, well, Donald Trump thinks it is. So let's see how popular he thinks it was.
Sure. I think it's important. It's important from the standpoint of international security. And if you look at the ships outside of Greenland, you have Russia, you have China, you have lots of different people and lots of different places, and it cannot go on the way it is. It's not going to go on the way it is. I'll make a statement. It's not going to happen. So they're going there, and that's purely friendship.
Who's doing the inviting? You said people.
A lot of people, yeah. People from Greenland are asking us to go there. We have many, many requests from many, many people, some officials too.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
Well, he may have been overstating the situation. Let's have a look and see how many people, because as has been widely reported, and here's a tweet about this. Vance's wife, Usha, is in Greenland already, and she thought it'd be a great idea if she prepared the visit of her husband by recruiting ordinary Greenlander families who she hoped would open their front doors to them. Naturally, they chose the Greenland capital, and, well, oh dear, not a single family apparently wanted to have anything to do with them whatsoever. It's a bit embarrassing, is it not?
So they had to cancel her visit because nobody wanted to have her in the house for a photo op. Surprise, surprise. So I like these Greenlanders already. They seem to be people of integrity, Mike.
Yes. Well, anyway, what's this all about? Well, it's about the Arctic. Which is the newest geopolitical front line against Russia and China, as Trump was sort of hinting at there. So here's exercise Joint Viking. That's just completed. This is U.S. Marines that's participating in an exercise in Norway. It was called Joint Viking 25. It was a Norwegian military exercise focused on Arctic cold weather training, military engagements, and the exercise demonstrated, they said, that the Marine Corps have a unique ability to rapidly deploy during a crisis, and they aim to enhance operability with Norway and with Europe. But I thought they were getting out of Europe. So this is very strange.
Yeah. Who are they fighting? Are they training to fight the Russians? Russians are pretty good at cold weather fighting, I'm told. Like that's all they do, Mike.
I believe they are.
Yeah,
yes.
that's all they do.
But anyway, look, the reason the Arctic is so important all of a sudden, and it's not really all of a sudden because it has been for the last lot of years, is that Russia and China are working hard to open up trade routes along the northern coast of Russia. The Arctic was once described as an area of high cooperation and low tension, and certainly the BBC and a whole bunch of others really making the point that this situation has changed. The meme has been dropped. It's climate change, you say, and the claim is that average temperatures are rising, and therefore accessibility to the region is rising, and therefore they've got to do something about it. So the narrative is going that the Arctic is central to Russia's military and strategic thinking, that because of the military setbacks that Russia has suffered in Ukraine, and with Finland and Sweden joining NATO, the importance of the region for Putin is only increasing, and therefore, we've got to continue to fight. And this has been in the media here. So let's just, this over the last few years, malign Putin eyes new Cold War as he plots the Arctic. The Guardian view on the Arctic threatened by Putin's war. Russia and China opening a new anti-Western front in the Arctic. This has been going through the media for years, and also the think tanks and NGOs countering Russia's hybrid threats in the Arctic. And even our old friend Jens Stoltenberg, who went before he left NATO. This is not, he was talking about NATO 2030. This is not about NATO moving into the South China Sea. But it is about NATO moving into the Arctic and Africa, investing in heavy. And so this narrative just continues to be as they develop a new front. So I wonder how many fronts they intend to fight Russia on.
Well, it's not that Russia's planning military conquest. It's that the Northern Passage, Mike, the Arctic Passage, which is becoming, it's going to become a major trade route. And so
Right.
they want to be able to control it and block it if they so choose, not because of military activity by Russia, because of trade activity from China, from the Asia, from Russia as well. This is about controlling trade and commerce. That's what NATO and the United States are playing at here. And this idea that the North Pole is going to melt and you're going to be able to drive a ship through at will just doesn't stack up to the actual data on ice cover on the North Pole, which is still frozen as we speak. It's getting frozen as early as it normally does and as late as it normally does. So there's seasonal breakup of ice, but this idea of Al Gore saying there'll be no North Pole by the year 2010, that didn't happen, and it's not going to happen for the foreseeable future, especially since we're going into a global cooling phase, a Maunder minimum. So that's kind of throwing the whole climate change conversation up in disarray. This is why they're panicking, and now they're basically punting to the military-industrial complex on the climate narrative. Amazing.
Well, look, it's 2:00. We got to leave it there for today. Thank you, Patrick, and thank you, Mark, for joining us today, and thanks everybody that's watched. Don't forget, very few tickets left for the event on the 5th of April. If you can possibly get to Cheltenham, it's going to be a fun day. Live stream available as well. But join us in a few minutes if you're a UK Column member for some UK Column News Extra. Otherwise, have a great weekend. We'll see you at 1 p.m. as usual on Monday. We got to leave it there. Bye-bye.